Dan Dempsey, Jonathan Knapp, and Kate Martin.
Directors, good evening. I'm Dan Dempsey. On numerous occasions, I submitted evidence only to have it ignored as directors chose to rubber stamp the central administration's fault-ridden plans while talking about achievement gaps. This has gone on for 5 years now, by the way. The most effective way to greatly improve student performance will be to do what top-performing nations are doing. I've encouraged directors to read John Hattie's Data-Rich Visible Learning and improve the district through the intelligent application of relevant data. Coherent, well-designed, proven strategies are needed. Instead, a strategic plan is followed, which is characterized by disconnected, incoherent, unproven solutions that our foreign competitors would find bizarre. The most recent bizarre practice was the superintendent's submission of fraudulent claims to OSPI to get conditional certificates for Teach for America Corps members to close achievement gaps. The WAC required careful review of all options to close achievement gaps was never performed. The board and the superintendent knew this, and yet 6 directors repeatedly voted for authorizing the superintendent to submit fraudulent claims. The Seattle Times informs us of strategies in use at Asa Mercer Middle School, which are closing the achievement gaps, but the central administration chose to ignore. Instead of recognizing and promoting the practices used at Mercer School, Susan Enfield pushed for TFA, a solution nothing in the arsenal of strategies used by top-performing nations, yet good enough for Seattle's high poverty, high minority schools. A legal appeal of the board's authorization of requests for TFA conditional certificates claimed the careful review never took place. A recall sufficiency hearing for OSPI's Randy Dorn found it was the district's job to verify that the claim of having conducted a careful review of all options for closing achievement gaps had taken place. Mr. Dorn's job does not involve ascertaining the truth of a district's claims. To summarize, the district follows a strategic plan which makes changes that are not found in the arsenal of strategies used by top-performing nations. The plan is expensive and thus far producing little in the way of measurable gains. The superintendent is now spending district funds on outside legal services to defend an appeal of a board decision based on a known lie. Directors, solve this legal problem. Notify TFA that the district is withdrawing from the TFA agreement. Make this Seattle's only year with TFA. End this fiasco by acting upon the truth rather than spending on legal services to defend a lie.
Thank you, Mr. Dempsey. Jonathan Knapp, followed by Kate Martin. And if anyone else still wishes to offer testimony tonight, we would be happy to receive it.
President DeBell, board members, Superintendent Dr. Enfield. My name is Jonathan Knapp. I am the Vice President of the Seattle Education Association, the voice of Seattle Public School educators. Most of you have seen me come before you with prepared notes, and I'm speaking more off the cuff today and a little more informally. I want to congratulate the 4 board members who presented themselves for election this year, for their election to the board, and especially also want to recognize the 2 new board members whom I look to with great anticipation and hope for a new start for the board to really develop a collaborative relationship with all of the partners in Seattle schools, one that really focuses on communication and collaboration. I also want to recognize Dr. Enfield for the work that she has done with us since she came on board as what I consider and what I think the SEA leadership considers to be a true partner in addressing problems in the district. I know we don't always agree on everything, but we have remarked a remarkable change since the change in leadership at the top in terms of how we can address problems, how well we are heard and understood when we bring problems forward to the top level of leadership. So I want to talk about a fresh start and a new relationship, and look forward in hope and in anticipation of being able to work collaboratively with the board on a level that allows us to be partners and not feel like we're knocking at the door to get into the process of understanding what it is that we have to offer the district in terms of not only our membership but our insights into the challenges that are faced every day by educators in Seattle. So I hope that we have years of more elevated discussion about what really are the challenges and how to get to real common sense solutions, real pragmatic solutions. One of the refreshing things that I'm starting to see change with Seattle schools is really an emphasis on pragmatic solutions, and I'm hopeful that there's a continued move away from ideological positions. With that, I say congratulations and thank you.